This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Player grades: 1 big sequence of pain for Edmonton Oilers in 5-1 loss to Minnesota Wild Jim Mone /AP photo. Article content: it was the kind of game where the Oilers had so little, you really hoped someone could have waved the white flag and called it off after the second Minnesota Wild goal early in the second period. 2 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: we apologize, but this video has failed to load. Tap here to see other videos from our team. Try refreshing your browser, or player grades: 1 big sequence of pain for Edmonton Oilers in 5-1 loss to Minnesota Wild. Back to video. The Wild outplayed, outworked and out-assed the Oilers at every turn, winning the game 5-1. The only suspense was whether or not Connor McDavid would get a point or 2 to add to his league-leading total. In the end, he did not, but Leandres Aitl did get a goal. Grade A shots were 6 for the Oilers, 12 for the Wild, with just 3 5-alarms shots for Edmonton, 9 for the Wild. Connor McDavid, 5. Worked hard but could not get a point, or much going at all on the attack. He got a chance late in the first off an outside shot by Bouchard, Edmonton's first grade A shot of the game. He set up Draisaitl for the Executioners' shot late in the second, but Cam Talbot stopped it. He's got just 1 assist in his 3 games against the Wild this year. 3 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: Jesse Puljujarvi, 3. His worst game of the year. Likely. Perhaps he wasn't feeling well, having missed a recent practice because he was ill. A major culprit on 2 goals against, and had little going on the attack. He allowed a slot pass that kicked off the Wild's first grade A shot sequence in first minute of the game. He was nowhere to be seen when the puck came up the boards on his side leading up the Wild's third goal. He got bumped off the top line, replaced by Cassian in the second. A moment later he got caught reaching for the puck on a board battle, one of 3 Oilers who lost this particular battle on the sequence of pain kicking off the Wild's 4th goal. Evander Kane, 5. Quiet game other than a wicked board hit on Joel Eriksson Ek in garbage time late in the third. It should have been a penalty, but I didn't mind it, for it was at least some sign of fight from the beleaguered Oilers. A moment later, Kane came to Yamamoto's defense, bashing Kaprizov and setting off a bitter spat, highlighted by Ryan Hartman trying to fight Kane, then giving him the finger. Again, I liked Kane's battle here, and bumped his grade up a notch. For story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: Kayla Yamamoto, 4. Quiet game. Too quiet. He lost his man Kaprizov on a 5-alarm chance for the Wild in the third. A moment later he took and gave some slashes, igniting the Kane-Hartman feud. He also tipped a Keith shot on net on a late power play. Too little, not nearly enough. Leandres Aitl, 6. He threw a hard reverse hit in Jared Spurgeon early in the game. Good ornery trick that Dre has developed. In the third he snapped in a low hard short through Hyman's screen on the power play. He had 2 of Edmonton's 3 5-alarm shots. Other than that, not much to report. Zach Hyman, 5. He was a culprit, though not the main one, on 2 of the Wild's goals, losing puck battles both times. He executed a total eclipse of the sunscreen on Dre's goal. 5 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 3. Not his best game and certainly not his best moment on the Wild's second goal. First he allowed a pass into slot, then he lost his man, Fiala, who went into the slot and scored. He was also caught wandering in the red light zone on the Wild's 5th goal, not covering anyone, not blocking a passing lane, and allowing the point shot with a defensive misread. On the plus side, he almost scored on a backhand shot late in the third. Derek Ryan, 4. He allowed a pass into the slot on the Wild's second goal. Was otherwise okay. Warren Fagil, 4. Nothing too bad or good, save for him setting up RNH's backhander late in the third. Zach Cassian, 5. He blasted a hard outside shot off the post in the second, with the score 2-0 Wild, but it bounced out hard. He missed the net on a breakaway late in the second. He got bumped up to McDavid's wing. 6 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: Ryan McLeod, 3. Did he play? Way too quiet this game, like a lot of the Oil forwards. Derek Brassard, 4. Another who got too little done. Darnell Nurse, 6. He was the one Oilers D-man who truly held his own at even strength, keeping a clean sheet in that game situation, without one major mistake on a grade A shot against. He did allow one slot pass leading to 2 dangerous Wild chances on the power play in the second. He led the team playing 22-59. Cody Ceci, 5. One of 3 Oilers who lost the board battle on the Wild's 4th goal, for anyone still counting that kind of thing by then on this lost and miserable night. Dre's AITL set him up on a 2-on-1 early in the third, but he couldn't get off a shot. Duncan Keith, 2. Oh my, this was not his night, not even close. Normally sure-handed, he moved the puck like it was a stick of lit dynamite. His hands failed him early on, as he made a horrid backhand turnover, making him the major and only culprit on the sequence of pain of the Wild's first goal. On the second goal against, he was a tick slow to get to the shooter. On the third goal, he made a bit of a suicide pass to Bouchard, who had a Wild attacker bearing down on him. On the fourth goal, he lost his man, Ryan Hartman, in front of the Edmonton net. When he set up Cassian for a breakaway, Cass missed the net. It was that kind of night for Keith. 7 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content: Evan Bouchard, 3. He turned over the puck on the Wild's second and third goals. Not good. Brett Kulak, 3. For major mistakes on grade A shots against. Nasty turnover in the second leading to a grade A shot from Fiala. He allowed a tip on the 5th Wild goal. Tyson Barrie, 5. He made a sturdy block of a wicked slot shot early in the second. But his man, Hartman, beat in front of the net on the 5th Wild goal. He snapped a screen shot off the post in a third-period power play. Mikko Koskinen, 4. He did not get much help from his team this game. Faced 12 grade A shots, not a high total, but 9 of them were 5 alarmers, which is a high total. I would have expected about 4 goals on such shots. He led in 5, so nothing too horrible here. Not at fault on the first Wild goal, and had already made a few tough saves by then. He might have had the second one, but that was also a 5-alarm shot from Fiala. A moment later thwarted another Fiala 5-alarmer after Kulak's turnover. But a moment after that, Fiala came out of the corner and scored on a tight angle over Kosk's shoulder. He did shut down Boldy and Kaprizov on 2 nasty power play shots in the second. He gave up a big rebound on the 5th Wild goal, which Hartman deposited. Thwarted Kaprizov on a trick shot midway through the third. Staples on politics: Poilievre makes winning pitch to young Canadians. Own your own home at the Cult McCurdy. 2-goalie system working well for Oil just now. Staples, Bouchard playing to his strengths, improving his weaknesses. Levens, new D pairs play key role in Oilers' renaissance. 9 things. Share this article in your social network. Latest national stories: 1 story continues below. This has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Edmonton Journal headline news: to receive daily headline news from the Edmonton Journal, a division of Post Media Network Incorporated email address. There was an error. Please provide a valid email address. By clicking on the button you consent to receive the above from Post Media Network Incorporated. You may unsubscribe anytime by clicking on the unsubscribe link at the bottom of our emails. Post Media Network Incorporated, 365 Bloor Street East, Toronto, Ontario, M4W3L44163832300. Signing up. A welcome email is on its way. If you don't see it, please check your junk folder. The next issue of Edmonton Journal headline news will soon be in your inbox. We encountered an issue signing you up. Please try again.